Have you ever wondered how small, seemingly insignificant actions can lead to massive results over time? This is the power of atomic habits. Picture an atom, the tiniest unit of matter, yet when multiplied and compounded, they form everything we see around us. Now apply this concept to our daily habits. These atomic habits are the small, consistent changes we make in our behavior. They might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, they compound to produce significant results. Think of it like saving a penny a day. It may not seem like much at first, but over time, these pennies add up, and before you know it, you've got a mound of coins. But here's the catch. You need to focus on the habits themselves, not the end goal. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of big, ambitious goals. But ask any successful person, and they'll tell you it's the daily grind, the consistent, tiny actions that truly lead to long-term success. So, rather than obsessing over losing 20 pounds, focus on the habit of eating healthy meals daily. Instead of stressing about writing a novel, commit to writing a page every day. These are your atomic habits, the small actions that, over time, lead to the big results you're after. But why focus on habits over goals? Because goals are about the results we want to achieve, while habits are about the systems and processes that lead to those results. By focusing on the process, we ensure consistent progress, regardless of the speed. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is any worthwhile achievement. As we've seen, atomic habits are the building blocks of transformative change. They're the small, consistent actions that compound over time to produce significant results. And the beauty of it all? Anyone can start implementing atomic habits no matter where they are in life. Now that we've introduced the concept of atomic habits, let's delve into the laws that govern these habits. After all, understanding is the first step towards mastery. So, are you ready to unlock the power of atomic habits? So, what are the fundamental laws driving our habits? Let's dive into the 4 laws of behavior change as outlined by James Clear in his groundbreaking book, Atomic Habits. The first law is the cue. This is what triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It's the signal that sets the habit in motion. For instance, your morning alarm is a cue that triggers your routine of getting up, brushing your teeth, and preparing for the day. Next, we have the craving. This is the motivational force behind every habit. Without some level of desire or longing, we have no reason to act. For example, the smell of freshly brewed coffee could create a craving, prompting you to make a cup of joe. The third law is the response. This is the actual habit you perform. Whether it's a thought or an action, your response to the craving of coffee might be to walk to the kitchen and start brewing. Finally, we have the reward. This is the end goal of every habit, the outcome that satisfies the craving. In our example, the reward might be the taste of the coffee and the energy boost it provides. These 4 laws form a feedback loop that can work to our advantage when we understand how to manipulate it. To create a good habit, make the cue obvious, the craving attractive, the response easy, and the reward satisfying. Suppose you want to read more. An obvious cue might be placing a book on your bedside table. The attractive craving could be the anticipation of immersing yourself in a fascinating story. An easy response would be to read just 1 page every night before bed. And a satisfying reward? The sense of accomplishment when you finish a chapter or the book. With these 4 laws, we can effectively shape our habits. But that's not all. Our environment also plays a vital role. Did you know that our environment can either facilitate or hinder our progress towards forming new habits? Quite an intriguing thought, isn't it? But it's undeniably true. Our surroundings play a pivotal role in shaping our behavior. Think of it like a stage set for a play. If the setting isn't conducive, the performance suffers. Similarly, if your environment doesn't support your desired habits, chances are you'll struggle to maintain them. This is why James Clear emphasizes the importance of environment design in his book, Atomic Habits. So how can we use environment design to our advantage? Well, the first step is to make the cues of your good habits obvious in your environment. If you want to read more, for instance, place a book on your bedside table or on your desk. Seeing the book will act as a visual prompt, making it easier for you to pick it up and start reading. Next, we need to make the cues of our bad habits invisible. If you're trying to cut down on junk food, don't keep it in easily accessible places. Out of sight, out of mind, as the saying goes. But it's not just about removing the bad. It's also about making the good more attractive. Create an environment that makes your good habits feel rewarding. If you're working towards a fitness goal, make your workout space inviting. Use motivational posters or your favorite music to make the experience enjoyable. And finally, make the action easy. If going to a gym feels like a chore, try setting up a workout space at home. The lesser the friction, the smoother the journey towards forming a new habit. Remember, your environment should not be a barrier but a launching pad for your success. It's about creating a space that nudges you towards the behaviors you want to adopt and away from the ones you want to avoid. By deliberately designing our environments, we can make our journey towards habit formation much smoother. But what about linking new habits to our existing routines? Let's explore that in our next segment. What if you could seamlessly integrate new habits into your existing routine? That's where habit stacking comes in. Now, imagine a stack of books. Each book represents a habit, and when placed together they form a sturdy, balanced structure. That's the concept of habit stacking, linking new habits to existing ones to create a stable and consistent routine. Habit stacking leverages the power of automation. Once a habit becomes second nature, it's easier to add another one on top. For instance, if you have a habit of drinking a glass of water every morning, you could stack a new habit onto it, like doing 5 minutes of stretching right after. This way, your established habit serves as a cue for the new one, making it easier to remember and execute. But habit stacking is only one side of the equation. To truly establish enduring habits, we need to change not just our actions, but our identities. This is where identity change comes into play. Changing habits is challenging because it often involves battling against our self-image or identity. We might want to start exercising regularly, but if we see ourselves as someone who is not athletic, it's going to be a tough battle. So how do we change our identity? By focusing on who we want to become, not just what we want to do. Let's say you want to read more. Instead of setting a goal to read a certain number of books, adopt the identity of a reader. Every time you pick up a book, you're reinforcing that identity, which in turn strengthens your habit of reading. And this isn't just theory. Many people have transformed their lives through habit stacking and identity change. Take James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, as an example. By adopting the identity of a writer and stacking writing habits onto his existing routine, he eventually wrote a best-selling book. By leveraging the power of habit stacking and identity change, we can truly transform our lives through atomic habits. As we wrap up, let's revisit the transformative power of atomic habits. We've journeyed through the world of James Clear's insightful book, unlocking the secrets of success that lie within the simplicity of atomic habits. It all begins with comprehending the concept of atomic habits. These are not grand, life-altering changes, but rather small, consistent tweaks in our behavior that, over time, compound to produce astounding results. It's a shift in focus from the distant horizon of our goals to the steps we take daily, emphasizing the long-term impact of consistent behavior. Then, we delved into the 4 laws of behavior change: cue, craving, response, and reward. These laws are the compass that directs our actions, highlighting the importance of making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. We've shared practical tips and examples, paving the way for you to apply these laws in your daily life. Our exploration led us to the often overlooked role of environment design. Remember, your surroundings shape your behavior. By strategically creating environments that support positive habits and eliminating barriers to success, you set the stage for your atomic habits to thrive. Next, we ventured into the power of habit stacking and identity change. Linking new habits to existing routines, habit stacking, is a profound tool in your journey of transformation. Equally important is the change in our identity, the mental shift that leads to lasting habit change. We shared inspiring stories of individuals who have transformed their lives through these powerful principles. Remember, success isn't about making radical changes overnight. It's about consistently implementing small habits over time. The beauty of atomic habits lies in their simplicity and their extraordinary power to unlock the path to success. As you embark on your journey of personal transformation, keep these insights close to heart. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of atomic habits. Your journey towards personal growth and development is just beginning, and we're excited to be a part of it. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personal growth and development.